Hey guys, I'm back again. It's been a while since I showed you the new books that I've got, but they've been stacking up, so I figured it's about time that I do that. First off, I wanted to make a note that as you've noticed that I've stopped putting book reviews up on this channel on YouTube because when I started reviewing for the Burn Bright site, burnbright.com.au, author Marianne de Pierres' website, I've been doing all of my book reviews over on her YouTube channel instead. So if you guys want to check those out, feel free to do so. I'm going to put the link below. And I also do a little segment called Krista Interviews, where I've been interviewing other YouTubers like Danny Marks YA and the Readables and Aura's Book Box and a whole bunch of fun booktubers. Yeah, come on over, check it out anytime if you've ever wondered where my book reviews went. I'm still doing them. They're still going up. They're just on a different channel. So the link's below, and please feel free to stop by anytime. And they're going up there. Today I have a book haul for you. I have several weeks worth of books here. I don't know how many I'm going to get through today, and if the video cuts me off, I will continue with putting up a new video sometime this week, at least by next weekend, with the rest of the books that I got. It's a variety of stuff. I went shopping, I ordered book closeouts, I got some stuff from Barnes & Noble. It's just all over the place, plus some stuff for review, so let's just get into it. I got a final copy of the Book of Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman. This book I already reviewed up on the Cubicle Blindness site around April 10th on its release day, but I got a finished copy in. I like the cover. I'm glad I got a final copy. This is the inside flap, and the cover is pretty plain. There's no wording on the side. It's just a picture. And I like this book. I thought it was good. I don't think I've ever read anything else by Robin Wasserman. But I do suggest you give this one a try. Nora's best friend, Chris, is dead. His girlfriend, Adrian, is catatonic. And Max, Nora's sweet, smart, soft-spoken Prince Charming, is gone. He is also, according to the police, according to her parents, according to everyone, a murderer. Desperate to prove his innocence, Nora follows the trail of blood wherever it leads. It ultimately brings her to an ancient city of Prague, where she is drawn to a dark web of secret societies and shadowy conspirators, all driven by a mad desire to possess something that might not even exist. For buried in a centuries-old manuscript is the secret to ultimate knowledge and communion with the divine. It is said that he who controls the lumen day controls the world, and unbeknownst to her, Nora now holds the crucial key to unlocking its secrets. Her Night of Blood is just one piece in a puzzle that spans continents and centuries. Solving it may be the only way she can save her own life. Yeah, so a couple more books. I got some audiobooks in for review. I am hoping to review more audiobooks in the future. I love audiobooks, and I have been listening to them for years. I probably own as many audiobooks as I do physical books, and I know that's crazy, but it's so true. It's so true. I am so excited about this one. I got The Mortal Instruments, The City of Lost Souls. Plan on listening to this one this week. I have been waiting forever for it, and so excited. So excited for that one. Another one I got in is A Hero for Wandla. This one I did ask to get a copy for review because Terry Hatcher does the audio, and I love her. I love her audios. She does a great job. And in this particular one, that's her right there. She's on Desperate Housewives. She's an actress. The audio CDs come with these photos on them here, and it's an interactive thing. It says that if you take a picture of this with your computer's webcam, it's going to give you further information and maybe, an adventure kind of thing. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to wait till I started listening to it before I experimented online with that. But that sounds really fun. I love interactive stuff that has more than that. So I'm very excited to listen to this one as well. Other audiobooks that I got in recently was Faded by Alison Noel. I've already listened to this one, and my review should be going up any day now if it hasn't already on the Burn Bright site. And then I also got The Hunt by Andrew Fukuda. I'm in the middle of listening to this one right now, but so far it's really good. One of the books I picked up for myself, it's been on my wish list since I heard about it, and it's called The 13 by Susie Money. This is a witch book, and it's an adult witch book, and it was described as the Witches of Eastwick meets Desperate Housewives. And so I thought that sounded pretty awesome. It says a gonzo mirror universe occult version of the Stepford Wives, with a dash of Stephen King thrown in, a compelling, uncanny narrative. The 13 is a novel. A circle of friends can get you through anything. A circle of witches will drag you through hell. Another book is a graphic novel I got in from Tor, and I already kind of talked about it on my weekly reads, and my review should be going up on the crime site I review for, terrasharp.com, as soon as there's a space available. But it'll be going up any day now, and that's The Battle of Blood and Ink. This is my first steampunk graphic novel, and I did enjoy it. I do wish that, see, the front cover shows her, you know, with this vibrant red hair and this great outfit, but then the inside is just black and white pictures, which was great. But I think that, you know, just because of her, you know, out there, personality and look to it, that I think this would make a really great colored graphic novel, and I hope one day they put together a whole volume series in color format later. A book that showed up for review that I have never heard of this series, and I got the last book in. It's The Sisters Grimm, The Council of Mirrors by Michael Buckley, and so I'm going to read and review this later on in June. I got another book in for review called The Companions of the Night by Vivian Van Velde. I have a whole handful of her books on my wish list, and I haven't picked up any of them yet, so I was kind of excited to get this one in for review because I've always been interested in reading something by her. And this says kidnapping, car theft, murder, vampires, true love. Carrie's got a tough night ahead of her. And that's it. So, but it does say a freshly written thriller, an offbeat love story, an engaging twist on the vampire novel, and an exciting tale of moral complexity. And I love my vampire books, and I haven't gotten sick of vampires yet, so I'm excited to read that one. A book I picked up for myself was a Life Eternal by Yvonne Woon. I finished Dead Beautiful a couple months ago, and I really loved it, and so I'm so excited to get into this one, and I hope that I can find time in my schedule to read this one in the first couple weeks of June here, because I'm really excited to see what happens next, and I really do love this series. Some other books I've been working on that I picked up that I might have already showed you, but it's the Personal Demons trilogy by Lisa DeRochers, I think is how her name is. And I've only started book 1, and I'm only that far in, but I'm really enjoying it. I was so worried about the whole love triangle and everything. I'm really enjoying it so far, so I can't wait to get into these other books as well. And I intend on having all 3 of these read in June as well. A book I got in and read and reviewed already was Hemlock by Kathleen Peacock. I liked the intensity and the darkness of this one. It wasn't something that I was expecting. I did hear it was about werewolves, but I also thought maybe there might be some poison or some kind of something having to do with actual hemlock and the, you know, because it features it here on the cover. But that's just the name of the city that the town that they live in, and there's not really anything having to do with, you know, poison or witchcraft or anything like that. It is purely a werewolf story, and her friend has just recently been attacked and killed by a werewolf, and it's becoming an ongoing problem with towns all throughout the United States. There's a group called the Trackers, and they have come into town, and the police have kind of let them take over, and they're really awful people, and they do some very horrible stuff in this book, and I was actually shocked by some of the things that happen in here. I'm like, she really took it there. She took it there. It's dark. It's intense. Found it mesmerizing. I could not stop thinking about this book when I wasn't reading it. Main character is very, very flawed. She has dreams of her dead friend Amy, and they have these discussions, and she had a bad childhood. Her father was not the best of people, and he still plays a heavy role in all of her daily thoughts, so I really enjoyed this book. I also got in review a copy of Thumped by Megan McCafferty, and I did decide to reread Bumped before I jumped into this one. This is the final book. It's just the 2 books for this. I'm not sure what to call it, but there's only 2 books in this story. And so I reread Bumped, and then I read Thumped, and I felt the same way about this one as I did Bumped. I felt that there was a lot more religion that came into this second book than the first book. And I still thought it was very interesting. It can bring about really great discussion topics regarding pregnancy and how we view it, and reality shows and stuff like that. I finally went and picked up Fiona because it came out in paperback, and I wanted it to match my copy of Eon. So I was waiting for paperback, and so I did finally go get a copy of this. I have not read them yet. I picked up this one because of a co-blogger over on YA Book Reads, Courtney. She also has a channel here on YouTube. She loved these books, and she highly recommends them. And so I was waiting. Here's another one. I was waiting for paperback copy to come out, but I could only find them at Walmart, so I picked this one up when I was there, and I'm excited to read it. You know, she talks about it with such, you know, emotion that, you know, she really wants people to read these books, and I like that when people put emotion behind stories that they enjoy. And so I am very excited to read this, and it does have a flap cover on it, and I have only heard good things about this book. A couple other books that I was asking Twitter for some recommendations, and I think it was Marty Shaw on Twitter suggested these books for me for what I was looking for. I was requesting books that were like Dexter but had a female serial killer along those lines, and this is the series that he recommended. I also heard that they might be coming out with a TV series. I think Danny Marks YA was mentioning something regarding that on Twitter as well. I'm on Twitter a lot, you guys. So, yeah, so I got these, and I'm really excited to check them out. I hope I get to them sooner rather than later, especially if there is a series on TV coming out. I really hope to read these before that. All the people that I follow on Twitter, everybody has been talking crazy good things about this book, and I had to run out and pick it up. And here's another one. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. So that's Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. So when I was shopping and they just sounded good was The Boneyard, a Body Farm novel by Jefferson Bass, full of creepy small town tension, a particularly chilling read. And then this one I'm pretty excited about. It's called The 13th Sacrifice. It's a witch hunt novel by Debbie Vigue, and it looks pretty awesome. I do love my witch stories. There's rarely a witch book that I've read that I haven't enjoyed. So I'm excited to get through this one. It says she stared down in terror at the breaks in the circle. The circle kept her safe. The circle protected her from what was outside, but only if it was unbroken. Samantha Ryan is plagued by nightmarish memories of magic and fear, of strange chants and blood spilled because Samantha Ryan grew up in a coven that was seduced by power and greed. With a cross around her neck and a detective shield in her pocket, Samantha has tried hard to put the horrific childhood behind her. But as the last in a long line of ruthless witches, she should know that such talismans are no match for the power of the coven that's gone bad. And when young women start dying, only Samantha knows the archaic symbol carved into the flesh means. The witches have returned to Salem. Now Samantha is going undercover into a town obsessed with black magic, into her past, and into the dark, newly awakened heart of evil. I won a book off of Epic Book Adventures. Nicole over there is a sweetheart. She used to have a YouTube channel here, book channel called Nicole Loves Coco, but she hasn't been doing the channel anymore, but she still has her blog, and every once in a while I check in, and she invites me to giveaways on Goodreads, so I go and check those out. I won Victoria Foyt's Save the Pearls Part 1. This is Revealing Eden. This is Revealing Eden. And it says, Eden Newman must mate by the age of 18 or die. But who wants a lowly, white-skinned pearl with a 15% mate rate, worthless in a world ruled by dark-skinned coals? All she has to offer is the secret to save the dying human race, a secret that may just get her killed. And that does sound pretty awesome, and I'm glad that I got that book in. A couple of months ago, I also won from her Trafficked by Kim Purcell, and I think I already showed this one, but Epic Book Adventures is who I won it from. Nicole, I will link you guys up below.